Hey guys, Butter here, and today I just want to talk about some things in League of Legends that particularly bother me. Let's begin. First, let's talk about Bronze Division. Now, before I start, I will say I'm only Bronze 3 myself, so if you really have an issue listening to somebody in a made-up division in a video game, please, turn off the video now, it won't be worth your time. But, onto the point. I see a lot of people say things such as Bronze Scrub or my team is full of Bronze idiots. Well, I'm gonna say this now. Just because somebody's in Bronze does not make them a bad player. Even though this seems to be what people think. There are a lot of players that will do their promotionals into ranked, place in bronze, because that's the most common placement, and then never touch ranked again, either because they don't take the game seriously enough to want to do ranked, or they just want to have fun playing the game, getting good without climbing to the rank system. So really, you could have somebody that's in bronze that has a skill level of a gold, platinum, or even diamond player. Something that really bothers me about this topic is when I'm reading through forum posts, mostly posts about champion or item balance. A lot of responses to posts I see is, this kid is just bronze, he doesn't understand. Just because they're in this made-up division, does this mean to you that they're not worthy of an actual discussion on the topic? How are they supposed to learn? We were all new players once. We barely knew anything about the game, and now we look at somebody trying to make a point or ask a question, and we just say that they're a noob and that they're in bronze and not offer any help or answers. A bronze player does not mean a bad player. Stop looking at it like that. That's all I'm trying to get with this point. On to my second point, people saying you suck at the game. First off, never listen to people that say that. Criticism only exists to put somebody down, and does not help them win the game. It only makes them feel better about themselves. Sure, not all players are your equal skill level, but this gives you no right to put somebody down, just for making one bad play, placing a bad ward, or giving a first blood. If someone says you're bad or trash at League, just remember, that player was not the same skill level now that they are when they first started, so someone could have said that about them. I've been called terrible before, and sometimes it will get to me. Sometimes it'll lead me to raging. I've left games before because I couldn't take it. But the worst thing you can do is to believe that criticism, because that really puts down your own morale. That is a good word to use for this, morale. When people rage at their teammates and shout insults, it doesn't help victory. In fact, it hinders your team's chances because even the slightest thing can put down one player or an entire team's morale. Most players' rage, I find, will stem from the laning phase of the game. Either someone gives up first blood, as I mentioned before, or someone's losing the lane hard from being outplayed, and the list goes on. But most of the time, the players that do this, give up first blood and lose lane, don't intentionally do this. Mind you, there are some people that will do this just to make the game not fun for everyone else, but that's another topic for another video. Sometimes the rager on the team is the person that this happens to, and more times than not, they'll blame their jungler for this. I'm going to say quickly now, I can't count how many times I have had to say this to someone in the game, but it is not your jungler's job to win lane for you. They have to worry about a lot more than just winning your lane. They have to worry about ganks, counter jungling, farming enough, dragon control, baron control, gank paths to avoid wards. So next time you blame your jungler for not ganking enough and losing your lane, just remember that they're not there to babysit you. They are a player just the same as you, just not in a lane. I know this topic has been a little all over the place, but it all stems to one thing: people raging and putting other players down. That would be it for this video. I'll be trying to release videos on a semi-regular basis after this, but before I end, I'd like to thank GBay99 for the inspiration to finally make this video. In case you haven't yet, go check out his channel. His videos are very helpful and have really improved me as a League player, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. Anyway, until next time, have a great day.